Hi, my name is Yasu, and I am visiting Taipei, Taiwan right now. So today, I want to answer one of the questions that's given to me in the comment sections for one of the videos, which is, so Yasu, how old were you when you were diagnosed as low testosterone deficiency syndrome? That was a question, and the answer is that happened when I was 40. I actually talked about this episodes multiple times, but right after I had a major surgery here, there's a rare tumor that my doctor found, and I had to go through a major surgery. They cut me open here, and then, but before the surgery, of course, they run a lot of tests and biopsy and everything. Some of the tumors are not cancer yet. The others are undetectable. So basically, and eventually it will become a cancer anyway. So I have no choice but just let them cut me up in here like 20 centimeter and just remove everything. Hopefully that none of them are cancer yet. And then luckily, none of them are cancer yet. So far everything is good here. However, right after the surgery, my health conditions got deteriorated, and then I actually had to see some other specialists. And then what I found is that two things. I was suffering from the depressions, and I am still, because I'm treating the depressions with FX and vaccine. The other medical conditions that they found, and I'm still suffering from, is the male menopause, low testosterone deficiency syndrome. What they found about my testosterone level in my blood is 4 point something, and I'm supposed to have 20 something. It's just way too low. So basically, like, my testosterone level was same as the 80 years old people. And right now, my testosterone level, according to the blood test that was done like 3 months ago, 7.8. It's still low. In Japan, if people's testosterone level, the male, is below 11, people can actually get a treatment covered by the national insurance and so on. So yeah, because of what happened, that whole thing happened last year. Yeah, they found out that I'm suffering from the low testosterone deficiency when I was 40. I was curious that is it common, because now more and more a lot of medias in Japan are covering about male menopause among Japanese males, and I've seen a lot of ads. Then also, like, I've seen ads about the specialists. However, I don't know anyone in person who actually suffer from male menopause. Only thing that I see is on the media. But also, like, a lot of people give me comments about that. Like, they also suffer from the male menopause. Whenever I post the videos about the male menopause. So I'm sure that people are actually suffering from it. It's just that in my life, I'm the only one. And as far as I know, whenever I ask my friends, either they never heard of that kind of symptoms, or they don't know anybody except me. I'm the first person to them that actually suffer from it, even though some of them heard about the medical conditions through the media. So according to media and also like in my doctors, in Japan, late 40 and then early 50 are the majority of the demography that reported and actually go to see a doctor and then counted as that they actually suffer from a low testosterone syndrome, deficiency syndrome. So I asked my doctor that, am I too, in some way, am I too young to suffer from it? And he says that, on average, yes. However, some of my patients are in 30s, and then there are actually a few of them, they are 20s. So it really depends on people. And then he actually went in a little bit in depth that the sample size are so small. That is why there is a testosterone range based on the age category, but the range was too wide. But in Japan, people can have a treatment that is covered by the national insurance if the testosterone level is below 11. But 11 is still considered as in the average range for some age categories. It's just that numbers really doesn't really match up. And he says that because the hormone is so delicate and powerful that only little amount can cause people's health conditions to change dramatically. And also like each one of the individual physical responses as well as uniqueness of our bodies, it's hard to generalize it. That's what my doctor says. That's why like even though the Japanese government considers that the 11 is the cutoff point, anything below, everything is covered by national insurance. But also what doctors really pay attention is what kind of psychological and then physiological symptoms that each one of the patients actually suffer, and then based on the blood test for the testosterone level, they recommend and provide the proper medical treatments for the patients. Yeah, so hopefully in this field they can put more research in there. Because in my case, I tried testosterone shots for 9 months, but it increased a little bit. But unfortunately, I fall under like the 30% of the patients who do not respond to the treatment well. If anything, it really hurt my liver conditions anyway, so I stopped using it. It was very unfortunate result. And now I do the treatment, which is I take the Chinese medicine 3 times a day. And then the latest blood test by the Chinese medication shows that my testosterone level is 7.8, which basically doesn't change compared to the testosterone levels that I had while I was still getting the testosterone injections. It sounds very confusing and very, in some way, funny, because I'm putting the testosterone outside and into my body, but still my body can only have 7 point something testosterone level. But without putting anything into my body can produce 7 point something testosterone. I might be able to say it's Chinese medicine somehow works, but it's not supposed to be showing that promising effect in such a short time. And if anything, that's really different. So I'm kind of doubting that's because of the Chinese medicine. My doctor is the same thing, but he said actually that probably like you've been trying to push yourself to hit the gym as much as possible. So now maybe your body is finally getting back to more adjusted and then produce it more. But that's just my guess. I just need, we both means like my doctor and I need more time to keep measuring and then see what's going to happen to my body, and then hopefully can come up with what is going on. But basically I'm just simply running out of options here. So I only take Chinese medicines and then try to hit the gym as much as possible. That's all. So yeah, yes, I was 40 when I was diagnosed as malemenopause. So that's pretty much it. And then I'm not sure how it can prevent, but if you somehow feel that you don't feel much energy in it, and then you might feel like you don't have enough testosterone in your system, before assuming anything, just go to see a urologist or specialist in terms of the hormone, and then check your body, and then treat accordingly based on what your doctor finds out. And then also if you feel comfortable with the treatment. Otherwise, don't judge anything on your own. That's all I can say. So thank you for watching my video. If you feel like it, please subscribe to my channel. So for now, じゃあね、バイバイ。